Back over here. Hold up. Hello? Oh, I can't... I thought this guy owned the chests, but no, he's just... What is going on here? What even is that? What is that? It's like a rabbit thing?
I recognize you. From Ostagar. Andraste's blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice.
Shh.
You killed my friend. And good King Kalen. I demand satisfaction, sir.
You want a duel? The easier way out of this is probably persuading him that I'm not a Grey Warden, but I don't feel like doing that. Loghain's charges against the Wardens are false.
So you would compound slander on top of treason? You dare smear Terran Loghain's word?
Use your wits. The Wardens would never help the Darkspawn.
I do not like your tone, sir. But you may be right. I may regret this, but I cannot duel someone who may be guiltless. Leave, Warden. If I find proof, we will meet again.
Okay, sure, whatever, man. Dragged me all the way over there. Hello?
Another visitor in my store. Enjoy browsing my wares.
Who are you?
Master Trader Ignacio, at your service, good sir. My cousin and I have trade connections all along the seaways. We have furniture, silks, carvings, and much more. Cesar handles the trade stock, I handle other affairs.
Is everybody a sir? Even women? What affairs are those?
Business deals, meetings. Cesar makes it so I am free of the day-to-day concerns of our store.
You aren't from Ferelden, are you?
No, I am not. I am a trader at heart. My home is the road. But I was born past the waking sea in Antiva. It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was.
Yeah, maybe we should let him talk to Severin, huh? What do you mean?
On the docks of Rialto, life is cheap. As cheap as the dockside ale and the soiled whores. You can live a longer life out here. And a wise man can make a comfortable fortune in time.
The only people in Antiva that live good lives are probably the ones related to the whole mercenary, assassin operation. With a blight, Ferelden isn't exactly safe either.
Straightforward, predictable danger is refreshing to me. Any moment in Rialto, the streets can run red, and often do. I'd take Darkspawn any day. At least you can see them coming.
Well, fair enough. Do you need any help?
No. Not yet. Perhaps one day.
What stories do you have of Antiva?
It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was.
Farewell.
Luck be to you, Warden.
Didn't you have wares?
You've returned, Warden.
I never said I was a warden.
I heard it in passing. It is said there are few secrets in the market.
Well, that's not good. Oh. You're hiding something.
Aren't we all? I mean you no harm. That should be enough. I'm afraid my appetite for conversation has waned.
Pardon, I meant no offense.
We can talk more later.
Might be an interesting guy to come back to later on then. I've noticed he's actually orange too. Isn't that a sign of a very strong enemy? So he might not be who he says he is. He might be a spy from Antiva. Maybe he's part of the Crows.
If you have coin, welcome to our shop. If not, move along. Too many refugees blocking customers.
Refugees can be customers. Know anything special about Denerim?
Better trade cities to the north, but plenty good trade here. Now with war and blight, business is bad.
Have anything for sale?
Oh yes.
Well, a lot more people are doing way worse than you guys. Kunari infantry helm. Cool. Thanks, but no thanks. Poison. You guys just casually have a bunch of what is that? Like, what animal is that? I don't know, it's barely got eyes. Ugh.
It shall be done.
The Nolader Anthology of Dwarven Poetry. The undead exhumed, born from the shallowest graves, mined from the living, by the Paragon Lynch Car. Do you like fried mush and nug? I do not like them, Mr. Klug. I do not like fried mush and nug. Would you eat them on a rug? If you eat, you'll get a hug. I would not eat them on a rug. From you, I would not want a hug. Then would you drink them from a jug? Come on, give them a chug. I would not drink them from a jug. I'd rather eat a slimy slug. Would you eat them with a bug? Would you share them with a thug? I would not share them with a thug. I would not eat them with a bug. Not for a hug. Not on a rug. From a jug. I will not chug. Come on now, Mr. Klug. Are you on some kind of drug? Eat them in this hole I dug. Eat them, don't just shrug. I've had it, Mr. Klug. Down into that hole you dug. Down with a thug, and the slug, and the bug. Dwarven poetry. Never surrender. Dwarvish blood may be lukewarm, but vital as ore. There once was a miner of lyrium whose face looked like a perineum. The dead got him too, not much he could do. With a face like that, he was a shoo-in. Wow, people, wordsmiths. Dwarven poetry, huh? Haven't seen that many I feel like of all the races, mostly we've still just been seeing humans so far. Yeah, we come across maybe an elf or two once in a while. Zevran, but... Actually, I can't even think of one other elf that we've seen besides Zevran. I actually can't. And then for dwarves, Bodon and his son, mainly. Is this lady a dwarf? Thank you. Lacelle?
Good day. The market is busy, is it not? Come, rest here. I have the finest selection of flowers and Orlesian-scented oils in all of Denerim. For you, perhaps? The oils are very relaxing in baths, no?
No thanks, I don't take baths. I haven't washed myself since my entire family got killed at High Ever Castle. What's there to see in the market?
Much of the city is still a mystery to me, but the markets is like my home. Circle and sorcelled objects can be found in the wonders of Thedas in the alleyway north. The armorer, Wade, and his emporium are just to the south. If you need work, outside the rectory to the southeast is a chanter's board. And if your thirst is strong, head to the Nord Noble Tavern north of here. Be prepared, though. They do put on many airs.
Where are you from?
I am from Orlais. You've heard of us, no? Your Denerim is a fine city, but I miss my Varoyo. She's quite beautiful this time of year.
Could you tell me about Valroyo?
What I miss most are the clothes. The avenue of flowers this time of year has so many colors.
This
And the
sounds familiar.
skirts. Fine wools, cloths, many only the noble-born can afford. Ferelden is more muted. Its fashion's quite old, but I like the people of this city very much.
Yeah, something about the leather boots here, huh? Why did you leave?
Orlais has many, many good things, but it is sometimes not so good to be common. My brother had trouble with a chevalier and we departed shortly after.
What's a chevalier?
You know so little of Orlais here. The chevaliers are knights of the highest order. They are the most skilled in the world. Their discipline, formidable. For their service, they're allowed privileges. They can do whatever they want to the lesser born.
You pissed off somebody important then. What sort of trouble did you get into?
A chevalier took an interest in me. It was his right, but it was unwelcome. Incensed, my brother hit him over the head with a pot. Such a thing is almost treason. We left that very night and came here.
Understandable. Those beasts are allowed to rape women?
That and more. Some revere them for their skill and their high service, but others tread lightly. As lightly as the mouse in the cat's den. If you will excuse me, I feel a touch lightheaded.
Sorry, apologies for making you remember not nice things.
It is a pleasure to see you again. Have my flowers enticed you?
You
Or
have.
perhaps you tire of the smells of the city and would buy my Orlesian oils?
I want something more practical.
And smelling good is not? Ferelden is no longer full of barbarians. People judge with their noses as well as their ears and eyes. But you look more armed than most of my patrons. Perhaps you seek the armorsmith, Wade. Then to the south? He is quite the artiste, yes?
Okay, I will. Thank you. We have people from all sorts of different places here coming to Denerim because it's the capital city and they want to make a living and all that. Yeah, it's actually, if you look around, everybody is like normal, but that Master Ignacio guy is orange. We might want to be careful about him. Fade. Oh, cool name for, you know, a world that has a thing called the Fade.
What is it? I have work to do.
Oh, this is one of those apprentices where the master guy was like, you know what? My apprentices suck and I don't want them anymore. Okay, let's brace for it. I have a note here from your master.
What does it say? I knew this would happen. Just when I was starting to get good. Well, thanks, I guess.
Well, at least they didn't get mad at me. I feel like one of them's gonna start decking me in the middle of town hall or something. Yeah. 2 can be found in Denerim, other is in Orzammar. Alright, what about these houses? Ooh, is that an elf lady? Leliana? Leliana? I know you like women, but you don't have to go up to them and just, you know, stick your face in their face right in front of me.
It is begun.
Alistair wanted... Oh my god! Alistair's sister's house is right here? Whoa, okay. You know what? Maybe it's time to switch out a little bit. Why not? Wade's Emporium. Okay. Do you want to do it right now with Alistair? We could.
So, are you going to continue staring at me as if I am covered in eels?
Eels would be something.
Prudery. How charming. I expected paranoia. This is much better. I prefer to be stared at lustfully, if at all.
Keep trying then.
Oh? Then shall I demonstrate an act or two, and you may tell me hot or cold?
I'll save time. Cold.
You are a tease.
These two are getting along well. Hello.
Welcome, friends. Welcome to Wade's Emporium. We have the finest armors in Denerim, maybe in all of Ferelden. How may we assist you?
Could you tell me about the city?
The city is full to bursting. With people from the country coming, trade is thriving. Especially those that deal in weapons and armor. Master Wade is especially in demand.
It seems like things are relatively peaceful here, except for the chantry, which is closed right now because there are so many funerals. But it's not like people here expect Darkspawn to come out of the ground and suddenly start attacking them the next second. But it will happen soon if we don't defend well because, well, we lost at Ostagar. That's the implication here because they're all gonna go up north and come here eventually. Tell me about Wade.
You're obviously not from around here. Wade is possibly the most brilliant armorsmith in all of Ferelden.
That's not true, Herin. The dwarves of Orzammar make the finest armors around. These piles of rust droppings you force me to make are worthless compared to their work. You never let me have the time, the materials to make something special.
Customers expect their armor in a timely fashion, not years late like the last time.
That happened once, just once, and you never let it drop.
Okay, Wade is the doing guy and Heron is the business guy. Who's in charge here?
I am.
Wade owns the Emporium, but without expert assistance and, well, prodding, let's just say the Emporium has improved substantially with our partnership.
But I do miss the good old days. I could really take my time to make quality.
Oh, by all means, you can return to them. And to the gruel you used to fancy.
No. Sorry, Herin.
Let's see what you have for sale.
Certainly.
Very nice armors you have, although I'm not very interested. Haven't seen any backpacks so far yet. But thank you anyway. Did you have other stuff?
Welcome back. You looking for fine armor?
No, that's it. Very well.
Come again.
Yeah, maybe the primary reason we're not seeing many elves and dwarves around here is because exactly we're in Ferelden. Once we go to the forest or Orzammar, that'll probably change. Leliana, could you do it while I'm distracting the guy? Oh, another love letter. To one's paramour. When last we embraced, one noticed the redolence of another's company, but one was unmindful. His most eminent Sir Feather Hapsmith Oswald. Oh, are you complaining or what? You didn't mind, so why are you writing this letter then? What's the point? That's not romantic at all!
Herin, the bloody customers are bothering me again. What do I pay you for, anyhow?
Sorry. Wade is a genius. Truly, you will be astonished by his work. But he doesn't deal with customers. If you need anything, please ask me.
And tell her I don't want her looking over my shoulders making doe eyes at me either. I'm thinking, blast it all.
Truly sorry, sire.
I appreciate that even though these guys are just regular merchants, they have more of a personality, because I feel like even these days, not every single game has that kind of thing. Horizon Forbidden West, something I played recently, does have something like that, but it's pretty normal for merchants in most games to just do the same thing. They only have one function, sell you stuff, but no, they have a mini story here, and they're like bickering and all that stuff, so that's nice. That's cool. Except, wait, I was not making doe eyes at you. Don't get the wrong idea, please. Sergeant Kylan.
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Oh, can I help you, Warden?
No, I'm not a warden. I'm not a warden. How do you know who I am?
Your likeness was passed around to the senior guardsman at the palace.
Oh, God.
I must say, the sketch didn't do you much justice. Don't worry, even if I believed the official story of what happened at Ostagar, I'm no fool. If I asked my men to apprehend you, they'd all run and cry big sobby tears in their courtesans' bosoms and leave me all alone to be skewered. Don't disturb the peace in the market, and that's well enough for me.
Doesn't sound like Logan has a very good handle on the people he rules over right now. Nobody's listening to him about the Grey Warden stuff. And this guy is a coward. This guy's a coward. I mean, on top of him not actually believing the story, but if he did believe it, then he would be a coward. Is the market district really that bad?
The lower market isn't deemed important by the captain of the guard, even less with Al Howe in charge. So when I finally get the new men I request, I get the delightful surprise of discovering their Lord Such-and-Such's illegitimate, untrained, moronic whelps.
The one in the back?
But lords keep sending me more of them. It's decent pay, no expectations, a uniform. So I have a legion of bastards to protect the market from pickpockets, stabbings, and whatnot, and Al Howe's specially picked men are the worst of the lot.
Kinda wish I had Alistair here. Hey, do you want another bastard? We have another one! The Arl and I have a rich history. Tell me about his men.
With the bastards, I just have to worry about dicing, the odd bit of drool, or yelling at them too loudly and hurting their poor feelings, and then getting chewed out by their noble fathers. But I swear, the Arl's men are more criminal than the miscreants we occasionally arrest. Some of them are the criminals we have to arrest. So if your lifeblood isn't draining in the gutters as we speak, don't bother reporting it.
Not too surprising, I guess. Arl Howe did kill everybody at Higher Castle despite being a family friend, and his men were okay with executing the order. I don't know if that's because they're just really militarily trained, but yeah, it's just not that surprising, I guess. Actually, do you need any help?
What? You're serious? I mean, yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, maker forbid, hurt, and I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous.
What's the pay?
Do a good job and I'll see you get some silver in your pockets, maybe even some gold.
Give me the gold. You don't get the... You want my help, okay? I'm not begging you for work. You need my help. What do you need me to do?
The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy.
Wait, how do I leave them breathing on purpose? Take off my weapons, maybe? Sign me up, Sergeant.
Thank you, Warden. Happy hunting.
I like how the first time he mentioned it, he's like, oh, I've got a really popular establishment. And the next sentence, he's literally like, well, the whorehouse is over there. Okay, why don't we bring... Do you want to bring Alistair over here? We could. And then we can get going with that house. Everyone's tasks are like right next to each other.
As there is but one world,
Oh god.
one life, one death. There is but one God.
Here's another one. How many houses were there again?
As you say.
3 or 4? Doesn't say. 4. So we'll just be on the lookout for that. I kind of want to...
Message for you, milady.
Good.
More things to deliver. Goodbye.
Okay. The Trial of the Crows. A delivery boy has given you a cryptic message saying that if you're interested in working with the Antivan Crows, or that you should head to one of the back rooms of the Nod Noble Tavern. Can I see the note? Is there actually a note? Anonymous letter, maybe? Yes. That I can't read. Okay. Okay, maybe... Should I bring Zevran for that? That might be fun. That might be fun. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, within Denerim, we can... Oh, there's so many different districts. I see. We landed in the Market District. The alienage. The elven population. That's so mean, the alienage. The Pearl. Dirty back alley. Dark alley. Rundown back street. Can we go to nice places? Arl of Denerim's estate. Oh. The Arl of Denerim, who is that? Arl Howe is the person who is commanding the city guards, but he's not the Arl of Denerim, is he? Royal Palace? Or maybe it's just Loghain. Fort Drakon. Oh, okay. Well, I just want to go back, actually. That's alright. What was I gonna say before you interrupted me? Oh, I was gonna say that I would like to hear more of Sten and Morrigan, because they're funny, but let's have a switch out. Y'all doing okay?
Oh, hello. Is there something you wanted to talk about?
No, I thought you looked like you wanted to talk, though.
It's nothing. I'm fine. I'm just thinking.
What about?
I can't get what happened out of my head. I'd been in Lothering for years, and she still thought I was plotting against her. She didn't trust me. Maybe she never did. She loved me when she could use me and control me, and now that she can't, she wants me dead. It hurts to realize that I never really knew her.
Is there anything I can do?
You are already helping so much by listening to me. I knew she was ruthless, but I didn't know how far she could go. She is self-serving, cruel. She uses people, then discards them. But that's how she survives in the life she leads. What if she's right? What if we're the same? I should just have stayed in the Chantry.
Stuff like that might have to do with how she grew up. If she grew up like a street rat and was always insecure about safety and having enough money to put food on the table the next day, then that's why that could be why she's so wanting to make sure that she's always safe 100% of the time. She would have attacked you at the Chantry eventually.
Maybe, but that is not the point. I was a different person there. I forgot my life as a bard while I was in the cloister. I felt safe. I didn't have to watch my back all the time. That's what made Marjolaine the person she is, don't you see? It ruined her. It will ruin me too. It's already happened. When we killed her, I enjoyed it. Seeing her dead gave me satisfaction.
That's a little bit surprising. I didn't think she would have enjoyed it. Enjoying that, that is interesting. I don't think... I mean... Ex-lovers enjoying to see her die? But, you know, I'm not in that position myself, so I can't claim to understand how or why you're feeling that way. It's only human. Don't punish yourself.
But that is no reason to rejoice over her death. That is what she would do. I don't want that. What we're doing, what we've done, hunted men down, killed them. Part of me loves it. It invigorates me, and this scares me. I feel myself slipping.
I don't know, it's okay to... I feel like it's okay to think things, but what you actually do is the more important thing here. But if she enjoys killing people and then she actively goes out to seek people to kill, then that might be kind of, Well, if you don't like it, you get to choose, right? If you don't like that you're like this, then be different. If you like it and you find that, okay, well, I can live with this, then be that way, I guess. Marjolaine shows who she became. So can you.
How can you be so sure?
Evil doesn't worry about not being good.
That is true. I can always trust you to show me things from a different perspective. I would like to be alone for now. I have many things to consider. Thank you for listening to me.
Major cunning. Major cunning. Okay, cool. Interesting. Well, I don't know, maybe you can talk to Zevran a bit too. He certainly has some views on enjoying killing people and all that, but he might sway you one way or the other, which I'm not so sure about.
You're quite taken with each other, aren't you?
But... What? Were you looking? You know about Leliana and me?
I've seen the way she looks at you, the familiarity with which you speak, how she always finds a way to place herself next to you.
So what were you gonna say about us?
I've noticed your blossoming relationship, and I wanted to ask you where you thought it was going. Leliana is a remarkable girl, sincere and guileless, and she has opened her heart to you. I would not like to see her hurt.
Whoa, what are you saying here, Win? I'm not a... Are you saying that I just go around flirting with whoever I can because I'm a horn dog and I can do that? Absolutely not. Hey, what about me? What about me? Maybe this is a good reminder that I should stop soon. I don't want people getting hurt. But I can't help but notice that you brought up Leliana but not Alistair. Oh, maybe because I think just now the conversation with Leliana was a +8. Maybe that's why. I can't Okay, it doesn't matter who it is, I can't actually promise to never hurt somebody. Like, that's not realistic. But I feel like we're just taking it one day at a time is maybe a little bit less lower on the commitment scale than I can give Leliana. I can give her a little bit more than that. But I can't say I'd never hurt her. So I'm like between 1 and 2. Is there a 1.5 somewhere? What about me? Not worried about me getting hurt?
I am worried about you both. There is great potential for tragedy here. Love is ultimately selfish. It demands that one be devoted to a single person who may fully occupy one's mind and heart to the exclusion of all else. A Grey Warden cannot afford to be selfish. You may be forced to make a choice between saving your love and saving everyone else. And then what would you do?
I don't want to have to make that choice.
Nothing is certain. Not in these times. You cannot take anything for granted. I want you to be aware of this.
I'll consider what you've said.
I am just trying to minimize the suffering that may come to either of you. I have given my advice. Do with it what you will.
I would like to immediately review this conversation. So if I'm reading this conversation correctly here, is she saying that I should stay away from everybody because a Grey Warden does not have the aptitude or time or capacity for commitment because a Grey Warden needs to save people, and so because of that, we shouldn't go around engaging in a relationship with anybody? That's what it sounds like. Although I feel like you can also read it another way, like, hey, you don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, so take advantage of what you do have and roll with it. But I don't think that's what Wynn's saying. Wynn is saying, stop hanging out with Leliana. Yeah, because she's saying love is selfish. It'll detract from your mission to save everyone else. Ooh, oh my god, if it's like between killing the archdemon or saving Leliana, what would I do? What would I do?
What's on your mind?
What you just said. Is there something we can do to cure you?
Cure me? What, am I sick now?
In a sense?
Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it. Ah, child. Your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear.
I don't fear death. It's the dying that scares me.
People fear not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter. When the end comes, they say they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content, it is enough.
Because we're never content, because we're greedy. We can't be content with what we have because we always want more. Yeah, exactly. I wasn't even looking at the options when I said that. Because we always want more?
Ah, human nature. You are right. Some people will never be content and will always want more. I think I've led a good life, a full life, and I, for one, am not afraid of death, whatever it may bring. They say that when you die, your spirit travels through the fade and returns to the Maker. And after that, we'll see, won't we?
Hopefully when I get to your age, I can think like that too, but as an 18-year-old or whatever, that's a little bit hard to handle. I don't want to think about it. Can you teach others to be an assassin?
I'm still thinking about it.
Okay.
I don't yet want the crows to actively hunt me, you see. Maybe later.
Alright. Alistair, you good?
Yes?
Oh god.
Of course.
He's so happy. He's so happy that I feel bad when I talk to him. I feel like immense amount of guilt. What was it like to be a Grey Warden with all the others?
I didn't know them for very long. But I guess it was longer than you. You never met them all, did you? They were quite a group. Actually, they felt like an extended family since we were all cut off from our former lives. We also laughed more than you'd think. There was this one time... Well, you probably don't want to hear stories about men you didn't know.
Were there any women?
Not as Grey Wardens, not while I was there. I saw pictures of some, though none of them were as pretty as you are. There was one Grey Warden who came all the way from the Anderfells. What was his name? Gregor. He was a burly man with the biggest, fuzziest beard you've ever seen. And the man could drink. He drank all the time, but he never got drunk. Finally, we all made a pool to see just how many pints it would take to put him under the table.
Sounds like you had a lot of fun.
Sometimes. We were kin of a sort. All of us had gone through the joining, so we knew... Well, anyhow, it doesn't have to be deadly serious all the time. Anyhow, we never did find out. He said he'd drink a pint for every half pint that the rest of us drank. He was still going by the time the rest of us were passed out. I'm told that Duncan walked in later on and saw us all passed out from one end of the hall to the other, and Gregor still drinking. Duncan laughed until he nearly... Until...
I'm sorry. This must be hard for you.
Yes, I suppose so. I thought I was done with this, but it just struck me that I have nothing to remember Duncan by. Nothing at all. There's no body, not even a token of his that I could take with me. That must sound really stupid to you.
You have your memories of him.
I just would have liked something of his to take with me, that's all. Well, there's no use in moaning about it, is there? He's gone. Let's just go.
Yeah, these things, grief is cyclical. Some days you're gonna feel better, some days you're gonna feel worse, so don't beat yourself up that you're thinking about it again.
I'm wondering something. I'd like to know your thoughts about some of our traveling companions. Do you mind if I ask?
Time for the juicy gossip, I take it?
I've got this nefarious plan to go around to each of them and secretly tell them all the nasty things you said. That way they'll mutiny and I shall become the group leader.
Please become the group leader. I don't wanna lead you all to your almost certain deaths. If you want to lead, all you have to do is ask.
What? Lead? Me? No leading. Bad things happen when I lead. We get lost, people die, and the next thing you know, I'm stranded somewhere, without any pants. Seriously though, I'm only curious. I've had enough time to form my own opinions, and I just want to see if yours are any different.
Only if you tell me your opinion as well.
Just try and stop me. Let's see, where should I begin? Zevran, the elf. You can't trust him, can you? Do you believe his so-called vow?
What vow? Vow to help us? Well, I don't know. It's better than someone who pretends to be all like goody two-shoes, but actually isn't. At least he's really frank about it. Which is the same kind of reason why I'm okay with flirting with him, because he's like whatever, and he's not gonna get hurt if I break his little heart, okay? Unlike Alistair, I'm a little bit worried about him. Maybe. We'll see.
That's a lot to put on a maybe, isn't it? He's an assassin. The crows aren't known for giving up. Maybe he's just biding his time.
I'm willing to give him a chance. He's not useful.
Well, if you are, then maybe I should too. But that doesn't mean I won't keep an eye on him. He's just too shifty. What about Sten? The way he looks at me with those eyes. Creepy.
And he's so quiet for someone so big.
I respect him.
The more I talk to him, the more reasonable he does seem. His philosophy is so strange. But it doesn't sound at all as vile as the Chantry describes it. And yet, he killed all those people. He doesn't even deny it. Doesn't that bother you?
It does bother me that he killed a family of 8. It does. But strange? Strange is relative. It's strange because it's not what we're familiar with. We're strange to him. Yes, it does bother me a little.
Yet he seems otherwise honorable and even wise. I don't get it. What about Leliana? Is she crazy? Or do you really believe in her vision?
I believe that she believes in her vision.
That's one way to put it. I noticed that you and her have become close. Am I right? The rest of us have talked about it.
You talk about us?
You think we have better things to do than gossip about you? You give us far too much credit. Is it true or not?
I knew talking to Alistair was a bad idea. Yes, we have a connection.
I thought so. Well, I hope you know what you're doing. I don't know what to make of her. If you look at her when she doesn't see you, she just looks so sad. I almost feel guilty taking her away from her life.
It was her choice.
Yes, I know. Still, I feel badly for her. Morrigan, do you trust her? Think about it. Maybe Flemeth sent her with us for some other reason than she said.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, we're probably gonna go back to Flemeth sooner or later to apparently kill her, so... You really don't like each other, do you?
Well, aside from the fact that she's a complete and utter bitch, no, I don't like her at all. Why, do you?
I like her okay, but she doesn't like me. I like her just fine.
Great. I am thrilled beyond words. Now, really. Enough. I think my curiosity is sated. Let's get back to it, shall we?
Yeah, let's not call our party members bitches, okay? Let's keep things a little bit more neutral here. So what's going on with the numbers now, then? How does Alistair feel about... A door? A door? Care. 70. Care. Okay. Alright. I can't tell if that was like a lockout point or what. It's about time I stopped playing around, probably. With Zevran, we can still, you know... I don't know if he's still gonna... Because apparently they've been gossiping about us. They know. They know.
I await your command. So, full of questions, are you?
Yeah, our progress with Morrigan is very, very slow. So I kind of want to bring her around, but if we bring her around, it doesn't mean that we'll get closer with her because she does not approve of a lot of things that we do. So maybe the best way is to just give her some random gifts and stuff.
Ah, I see it found some of the crystals that I told it about. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
Is that a concern? I think they're so pretty.
They are, aren't they? I so adore them. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
Okay, sure. Oh, do you actually want more? Because I have way more in the inventory in Soldier's Peak. You're still with me, I see.
I am, as I've said, for now. Does it wish me to leave? I can, though I see no reason to go.
No, say. You're quite helpful.
No doubt. Without me, it would have to carry its inventory on its own.
Y'all liars.
Perhaps we should continue. Its chances of success are small enough without further dawdling.
Dawdling? Hey, you use that word too. I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
These things... Oh, we asked these already. Yeah.
On then.